After weeks of silence following the swirling rumors about his marriage, Mark Consuelos has finally stepped back into the public eye. And when he did, the world noticed. Photographers shouted his name, flashes illuminated the street, and fans watched in stunned admiration as Mark emerged, calm, composed, and radiating quiet confidence. He was dressed impeccably in a tailored charcoal suit, a crisp white shirt open at the collar, and a simple silver watch on his wrist. No tie, no flash, just purpose. Every detail seemed deliberate, from the sharp crease in his jacket to the way he carried himself, shoulders back, head high, and eyes forward. It wasn't just fashion, it was a statement. A statement that said, "I'm still here. I'm still standing." Observers and fans alike were quick to read between the lines. Mark's appearance came after weeks of speculation surrounding his marriage to Ripa, the longtime television host who has shared not only a career spotlight but a life story with him. The couple, once seen as one of television's most enduring love stories, has faced their share of challenges, but few expected the emotional tension that surfaced in recent weeks. So when Mark appeared in public again, the world was watching, not for gossip, but for meaning. Experts in body language were quick to weigh in. They noted his stride, firm but unhurried, his gaze, steady but gentle, his hands clasped briefly in front of him, as if balancing composure and vulnerability. It wasn't the look of a man defeated. It was the look of a man learning to move through uncertainty with grace. Even his subtle smile, that half-smile familiar to millions who watched him on morning television, carried a layered message. Some saw pain beneath it. Others saw resilience. Either way, it was clear that Mark Consuelos wasn't hiding. He was reclaiming his narrative. Fashion, as always, tells its own story. While Ripa has long been praised for her bold elegance and effortless style, Mark's understated look spoke to a different kind of confidence, one that doesn't need to shout to be heard. His choice of gray, a color psychologists often associate with neutrality and balance, seemed symbolic. After the noise of headlines and speculation, gray represented calm, a space between extremes. He wasn't there to defend himself or to perform. He was simply present. Behind the polished exterior, though, friends close to Mark and Kelly say the emotions have been real and raw. According to insiders, the couple has been working through what they've described as a season of reflection, a time to slow down, reconnect, and rediscover what truly matters after decades in the public eye. For years, Mark and Kelly were celebrated for their playful on-screen chemistry and off-screen devotion, but fame can test even the strongest bonds. Balancing live television, family life, and constant media attention has not been easy. Still, those who know them best say their love, though tested, remains rooted in mutual respect. Kelly, ever the professional, has continued hosting with her signature wit and warmth, but sources note that behind the scenes, she's been leaning on close friends and family, focusing on peace, privacy, and purpose. And as for Mark, his silence these past weeks wasn't avoidance, it was reflection. When Mark stepped out that evening, the symbolism was unmistakable. The world saw a man quietly rebuilding, not through words, but through presence. It reminded many fans of a universal truth, that even in heartbreak, dignity can be the loudest response. Social media lit up with support. One viewer wrote, "Mark Consuelos just showed the world what strength looks like, silent, steady, and sincere." Another posted, "He didn't need a statement. His calm said everything." In an era where celebrity drama often unfolds publicly and painfully, both Mark and Kelly have handled their struggles with remarkable grace. No harsh words, no public blame, just two people navigating life's transitions with the poise that's defined their careers. And perhaps that's why their story resonates so deeply, especially with fans who followed them since the early live days. It's not the glamour, the fame, or even the heartbreak that moves people. It's the humanity. We've all had moments where we've had to gather ourselves, lift our heads, and keep walking, even when the world was watching. As the night drew to a close, Mark gave a small, quiet wave before stepping into his car, a gesture that spoke volumes. He wasn't waving goodbye to the past, but acknowledging it, honoring the journey that brought him here and the courage it takes to keep moving forward. Ripa, too, has been described as taking this period to rediscover her center. Her friends say she's focusing on her health, her children, and the projects that bring her joy. She's been spotted smiling again, often with that radiant energy that reminds everyone why audiences fell in love with her decades ago. Together or apart, both Mark and Kelly are showing the world that grace under pressure is still possible. They're writing a story not of scandal, but of strength. Not of endings, but of evolution. So what do you think of Mark Consuelos' quiet yet powerful reemergence? Was this the look of a man closing a chapter, or one just beginning anew? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this story as moving as we did, be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on your notifications so you never miss another heartfelt update about the people who continue to inspire us with their resilience and humanity.